I so glad tonight. Louis, not in no foolishness with them. And who left back? Who left back between them? They can't get a dozen votes. Ignore them. But for a price. Worthless, man. And even more worthless is a leader who sees his people in need and take advantage of their need. Not just so, he said for Blanchett. Blanchett, what deal did I ask you to do with your so-called independent paper? Look at it. Everything that Erasmus puts out, Marcella puts out, has to go in independent paper. Because the Prime Minister says, not just so. So when you hear them attack, tell them, not just so.
When they have power and authority, they don't give a damn about nobody. Prostituting the island to all and sundry, they peddling my people's right, exploiting.
Marcella comes to the cabinet and she said, me and Welsh get on a long time, you know. I don't help him out. I don't help him out. He had a court matter and I help him out. And so when they help them out, they expect them to sell their soul. Selling their soul to a dictator. And that is why people are amazed. How come an opposition party comes out and hear the opposition party? I come out to stay in opposition. Stay where you be. Foolishness. An opposition party must come out to fight wrong and injustice and put forward an alternative. And when you ask them, what is your stand on the vote of no confidence? They got to go check Douglas. They're not ready to answer that. And when they answer our Douglas spitting them out. Not just so. Jokers are you be. Jokers want to play spoilers. But this is no game at trying checkers. We want real, genuine people coming forward to help our country build.
That's the cry from shore to shore.
The poor certainly can take no more. And whether you are Pam or you are Labour, all of us are going through hard times. Whether you are Labour shop or Pam shop, business slow. That is why we have to unite. Whether you are Labour taxi man or Pam taxi man, you catching your royal delights. And the country has never had it so bad. And it is one man, one worthless vagabond that has brought our country to its knees. For all we know, Dr. Simmons left the country with a surplus of over $200 million.
These people keep all the money. They vacuum the whole treasury. So if you're against corrupting, tell your voice, let me hear you say,
Captain!
The jail is waiting. sing that already. Yo, Pada,
I will tell you what to do. Wherever there is a unity candidate, put your X for the unity candidate. Wherever there is a candidate running with Douglas, forget the candidate. Forget Marcel Alaibod. Forget Glenn Goss. Forget Sleepy Asim. And forget all of them jokers. All of them jokers. Yes. He knows that he's losing. He knows that his time is out. He knows that he should have long gone go take a rest. Bad-mindedness, wrongdoings in the government have one man making the whole of the world looking at St. Kitts and wondering what is happening here. Nowhere else in the world a vote of no confidence would have taken so long. Small St. Martin, within 1 week, motion of no confidence call. Grenada, motion of no confidence call. Antigua, Trinidad, everywhere. But here, this dictator believes that he could prolong his time and he will not keep a motion of no confidence. We cannot allow him to break every law. And we must take a stand to defend our rights and defend our freedoms. And we must take a stand every day. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Every day is a day for you to do something to bring Dr. Denzel Douglas and his vagabonds out of office. Every day you talk to a voter. Every day you send a positive message. Our country deserves better. And it amazed me that we have a leader who doesn't love the country anymore. You realize what is happening? 15 young people relatively died. Not a word from a national leader. 15 people, half the year ain't done, die. And it's just like poof, we land gone. No outcry from our national leader. But look in contrast. Look where his heart is. In Dubai, in Russia, in Haiti. But God power greater than Obia. But while the national leader not saying a word about the regular folks who are dying every day, who have no hope, who see no reason in living, who make no pledge to be their brother's keeper and their sister's neighbor. This stranger, this traitor. I heard him in May send out a release. He's sending sympathies all the way to Taiwan. A fisherman, not a head of state, not the president. A fisherman whose name he cannot even call. And our prime minister writes a letter of condolence over the death of a fisherman shot in the waters by Filipinos. And 15 15 of our people die, and not a word of sympathy. He doesn't count us. He doesn't respect us anymore. Our life has no meaning for our leader. A fisherman in Taiwan, pling plang sing swang. That's what the man named. And Saturday, a man gets stabbed to death in Verchiles. Another shot in Nevis. Where is the voice of the national leader? We don't matter. We don't matter. That is why our passports are now being demeaned. He taking them up by the 50s and the 100s, selling our passports. We don't know where the money gone. No accounting. Messing up our citizenship. One day we will wake up and we will hear an advisory. All tourists of the US and from Europe, be aware of St. Kitts and Nevis. And what would be the cause? Our passport end up in the hand of a terrorist and a criminal. Dr. Douglas, you have no idea the damage you have done to this country. And if you had any decency, you would have long gone gracefully. But if you don't want to go, we will have to ensure that we get you out so that our land can be redeemed.
With different colors, one people. Different colors, one people.
Our leader is held captive, no heart. No heart. No heart at all. Imagine how easy it was for our leader to take up 1,200 acres of land in Lodge, in Keon, in Lamberts, in Sandy Point, St. Anne's, while they're telling you your application and file, while they're telling you to wait. Our leader prefers to give our land away to those people from outside. No love in his heart. They, the outside foreign interests, they come first and foremost. And we work so hard in the cane field. And nothing for us. Only he remembers us when it is election time. So when election time, I will make 100 plots of land up at Lodge. Suddenly, 100 plots of land way up in the mountain with all the dust, where all the monkey be, with no roads, with no lights, with no water. And he gave the best lands. No land in a Tabernacle. He said, Timothy, to strong over here. But don't bother. When I get back in the government, I will ensure that all who deserve get their chance and get the opportunity to own lands. That is part of what unity will do. Ushering fairness and ushering justice. Because really, with Labour at the table of the cabinet, with PAM at the table of the cabinet, with CCM at the table of the cabinet, it must be justice, Miss Brown. It must be fairness, my friend. Because we are all there as one people, different color, united to ensure that we bring good governance and we bring help to all of our people.